go above and beyond the headlines with attorney Ade Fajardo, President of the Integrated Bar of the Philippines. Good evening, Attorney Fajardo. Thank you for joining us.
Good evening, Pia.
Well, Attorney, can you tell us, Attorney Ferdy Topacio, a lawyer for the Parohinog siblings who are now detained in Camp Crame, saying that there was some irregularity because they've been, by his estimate, detained since 6 a.m. of Sunday. And it's only this afternoon that the inquest proceedings were held.
What time was already? So there were already inquest proceedings before we are speaking, Pia.
Well, there were supposed to be. That was what the report was all about, sir.
Well, because if it's the maximum that you can hold person is 36 hours.
All right, so 36 hours. So if we go by Sunday 6 a.m. to Monday
Yes.
6 a.m. To Tuesday, because it is already Tuesday. So this is sumobra, kumbaga, sa 36 hours.
Yes.
Okay, so what happens? Sorry, sir, go ahead.
The authorities should release the detention prisoner.
Even if they've already filed or even if they've already undergone inquest proceedings?
Well, I think I'm with Attorney Topacio in saying that the inquest proceedings that were held after the expiration of the 36 hours would be irregular.
All right, even if they were arrested during that raid Sunday morning, which was covered by a search warrant?
Yes, because that was an arrest as an incident to search. And it means to say that there was no arrest warrant, only a search warrant. So if we are to believe the authorities that they were in fact able to recover or to take possession of certain artifacts that would amount to an offense, either under the Illegal Possessions Act or Possession of Firearms Act or under the Dangerous Drugs Act, still the maximum number of hours that you can hold a prisoner without filing anything in court would be 36 hours. Unless the detention prisoner has in the meantime waived his right to the 36 hours and has signified willingly his intention to be subjected to a regular preliminary investigation.
Attorney Fajardo, when you say that the authorities, the police in this case, should release the Parohinog siblings from detention in Camp Crame, are you saying that they can simply say that you're free to go? Hindi na kailangan pumunta pa sa korte si Attorney Topacio, ang kanilang abogado, wala nang ibang proseso na kailangan sundin?
That should be the case, but if the police insists on detaining the prisoner despite the lapse of the period provided for in the rules of court, then I think Atty. Topacio or his camp should be filing either a habeas corpus petition in court
Okay.
to seek the release of his client, or at the same time file a criminal charge for arbitrary detention against the police authorities.
Sa panig naman po ng Philippine National Police, Attorney Fajardo, kung gusto nila pong i-detain pa rin sina Vice Mayor Parohinog and her brother, can they file charges now? Is there some legal remedy that they can do to keep them in detention? Because apparently that's what the whole objective of the PNP here is. Because
Yes.
then they would have filed, they would have put them under preliminary investigation or inquest proceedings earlier on.
Yes, if the police will insist that they have in fact recovered the items specified in the search warrant, and therefore they are now in possession of evidence that would merit the filing of charges in court, the best that they can do is to release the detention prisoner in the meantime, but file the proper charges in accordance with the regular course of a preliminary investigation.
Attorney
Which means that, yes.
I'm sorry, please go ahead, complete your sentence, sir.
Which means that for them not to be liable for arbitrary detention, which means for them not to be accused of illegally detaining the apprehended person beyond the 36 hours, they could opt to go to a regular preliminary investigation by filing the appropriate complaint with the prosecutor's office. In the meantime, I think they should release the detention prisoner.
Attorney Fajardo of the Integrated Bar of the Philippines, sir, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Pia.
We're also learning that another member of the Parohinog clan dies while in the hospital. This is coming from this information coming from Ferdinand Topacio, lawyer for Vice Mayor Parohinog.